Alright, so I'm Rashan here with Gavin, King of Kongs, the new 2013 US National Champion. So Gavin, when you had a pretty interesting team in those finals, what what was the thought process when you were creating that team?
Well, I mean, the entire idea of the team was a big focus on offensive synergy. Since, I mean, I felt like if I could just kill the opponent before they could really do anything to me, then I would just be in a lot better of a position than just having really bulky Pokemon, waiting to take hits, risking getting crit, and really just a focus on just killing them before they can kill me. And there really wasn't any particular combination of Pokemon that I didn't have something to beat. So I felt really confident with how everything just molded together.
What would you say was the MVP on your team?
The MVP was probably Landorus I. Like, just it. I mean, not only does it have good typing, but I mean, I think that Landorus I has better coverage than its variant counterpart because not only does it have a ground attack that's not only single target, so it does more damage. Its Life Orb Sheer Force boosted for that as well. Well, but it also has Psychic. It also uses Psychic, which I mean is great for popular Pokemon like Breloom, Hitmontop, and I mean Hidden Power Ice is just obviously a great metagame choice because I mean we're in a game of electric flying Pokemon, so you always want to have something to hit them.
Great. Were there any really memorable matches along the way that you could think about?
One match that really stood out to me was probably my game versus Randy Qua in top four. I mean, what it really came down to was, I mean, the first game. My Amoonguss got was on the right side of a damage roll. I don't really know it, but I don't think Amoonguss survives Life Orb Precise Shock all the time, which was nice. And the second game, I was able to call what he was going to do with his fish sharp. He's switching to Breloom, and I mean, once I got that, I won the game from there. So I mean, the entire tournament, I was kind of just playing really safely and not having to take any risks, and that was really the first risk that I made because, well, I had to at that point, and I mean, I was just glad that it worked out.
Speaking of risks, your opponent in the finals, Enoch, made a very risky play near the end. During that turn, you switched from your Amoonguss to your Ludicolo, I believe.
Yeah.
So, what was your thought process behind that switch? Because I'm pretty sure Enoch did not expect you to do that.
No, he knew that I was going. He was pretty sure that I was going to switch, but he realized that even if he killed Ludicolo with Megahorn, I'm still at a pretty decent advantage against him because I mean I have Volcarona and Amoonguss, which both outspeed both of his Pokemon, and they can both kill his Pokemon. So really, it's not the best position to be in if you put it that way. So I mean, I think that from a Nosh's point of view, at that point, killing his own Pokemon, then switching Scraftian so he can get some more chip damage was really his only option. But I mean, looking back on it, I mean, since my Volcarona had protected that turn, like I guess that he just didn't want to risk a 50-50 down the line and just win the game from that point. Because the thing about Anosh is that he really likes to win games early on. So having the game just drag out like that, where there really wasn't a particular winner decided, was really a much more my style kind of play. So he just wanted to know if he had to win for that game or not early on, and not have to risk not only Mega Point accuracy, but also what move I make that turn. Who do I protect? Do I go for the double protect? Just stuff like that.
And I mean, you're no stranger to high pressure situations. You've had to get through the last chance qualifier. Top eights are always tough because next one's your trip. So like, how much pressure were you feeling in that finals match with an entire crowd watching you?
Honestly, I felt a lot more pressure during the top 8 match than I did during any other match beforehand. But I think that was because I had an entire night to really think about it, to really stress over it. I mean, I beat Alex Valencia at regionals, but I mean, at that point, it just has to go through your mind. How can I win? How can I make worlds? I mean, so once it came down to me in a notch, I just wanted to do my best. I mean, I was already really happy with second, so I just figured, okay, I have a Moongus versus a Trick Room team, and he's also Metagross weak. I felt pretty good about the matchup going in, so honestly, the nerves didn't really get to me as much as I thought they would.
Awesome, and just one last question. What have you thought about the metagame shift from 2012 2013? Do you like the state of the metagame right now?
I'm gonna say something different from everyone else and say, yeah, I actually think that the metagame is really good right now because there's a lot of things that people can run that they just aren't doing, and people are just stuck in their old habits. Like, I mean, I use Moth without him on top, and like, I just won off of basically that since looting Moth is here, top Moth is a loser. But like, there are just so many things that people can run that they don't. I mean, the metagame as it is healthy right now because people are a lot better than they were in the beginning of 2012 when they were just using stupid stuff that they just came up with on a whim. I mean, yeah, you see a lot more Pokemon now, but I mean, that's what it is with every game. There are some strategies that rise and fall, but as the game is now a lot more players are playing seriously. And I mean, you had a lot of diversity in the top four, if you remember. Like, I mean,
even in the top two, you said neither of you had any of the same Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, I think that the only Pokemon that was the same in any of the top four teams was that three of us used Scarf. Three of us used Scarftar. I think that might be it, unless you count Dimitri's Cresselia, which I don't think you can since he never brought it.
Okay.
So I mean, the metagame is diverse as it is now, and I mean, just complaining about it means that you aren't prepared for new threats that people come up with. So.
Awesome. So now you got your trip and invite to Worlds. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, you can say that.
Awesome. Well, hopefully, I don't think you can want to tell us your preparation strategies, but we'll see you then.